You look in the Globe and Mail from August 12th, I published an op-ed in there about a terrible fire we had in Vancouver just in August. This was not a hypothetical fire. This was a 6-story condo that caught on fire because a torch-on roofing job went bad. And that fire took off. It was not exceptionally hot. It was not exceptionally dry. And you could see the flames of this building from 40 kilometers away in broad daylight. And it maxed out the Vancouver City Fire Department to the point that, so houses around it, it generated so much heat that trees and houses around this condo were bursting into flames, and there was so much energy that it was sending firebrands as big as our heads into Pacific Spirit Park. So now firefighters are in the park running around chasing these embers down so Pacific Park doesn't catch on fire. It got so out of hand, they were so overmatched that they were giving high school kids fire hoses. Like, you take that block. That's how intense it was. And this was just one local fire, and then another fire ignited on the east side of Vancouver a few hours later. That was a 3-alarm, 50 more firefighters were tied up. And so between those two fires, Vancouver's fire service, which is a good one, was maxed out, and they were having to bring in support from Richmond and Surrey and elsewhere. So we're not ready. And the fire chief, I think her name is Chief Fry, she acknowledged how close it came to becoming a conflagration. The mayor, is not up to that and doesn't want to go there. He's a different character who's more interested, I think, in development and keeping the gravy train running rather than mitigation or hardening of communities against disasters like this, which are much more likely now. When we really got a glimpse of it, it was terrifying energy, and it was so surprising.
And it was hot. I mean, I remember hearing somewhere in an interview you talk about the temperatures sort of in the center of that fire in Vancouver. Well,
there was one of those huge construction cranes. They weigh 50 tons or whatever. It melted and fell over and collapsed across.
So in the hundreds of
50 tons or so, I think is what they weigh. And it went across 41st Avenue, which is a main thoroughfare, took out all the trolley lines, crushed a house on the other side. There was a person in the house who miraculously escaped. Canada's been incredibly lucky so far. We've lost some firefighters, which is too many. We've lost a couple of civilians, which is too many. But compared to Paradise, California, or Lahaina, or Valparaiso, Chile, where 200 people were killed in wildfires this spring, we've really gotten off easy. And I feel like, in a way, because we've been so fortunate, we're not really attending to the real risk these energies pose.